Woo! It's time to lay some hard truths. Everything that I'm about to say comes from a place of love and construction, something to help you on your journey and on your growth. Any of you who watch my content know that I'm not one of those dating coaches who likes to just feed you what you want to hear so that it makes you feel good, because the truth is that doesn't get you anywhere, okay? That's like a bandage when really what you need is surgery. I'm not just gonna feed you what sounds good, because my man is not Derek Jackson. I don't sugarcoat things, I tell you directly in a constructive way so that you can get the results that you want. And for us to get the results that we want, we have to tell the truth. Now, there's this certain mentality that has been raised in women today that is really not helping them find fulfilling relationships. This mentality that has been set in women about what it means to find a man and how to do it. The mentality of Mr. Perfect is just round the corner and all you have to do is wait for him to find you. And this kind of thinking keeps a lot of women single. It means that they miss out on great guys. That not only is Mr. Perfect gonna find you, but he will find you in the most perfect way. That you're walking down the street and he has a dog and you find the dog and then you talk and then you find out he does something that you love and he only lives around the corner from you. You have the same values and I don't know, whatever it is, that you would never meet Mr. Perfect on a dating app, or you would never meet Mr. Perfect through your work or anything like that. And the issue with this mentality is that it means that you miss out on amazing opportunities with really great men. I know everybody's grown up on, Disney and romantic films where it tells you that Mr. Prince Perfect Charming is gonna know who you are and what you want before you even know what you want. He's gonna know what you're thinking. He's gonna know where you wanna go, what you wanna eat, what you wanna do. He's gonna know how you're feeling and how to compensate for your feelings and nurture that without you even uttering a single word. Enter truth bomb. That doesn't exist. That man does not exist. Not for you, not for your sister, not for your mum. That man doesn't exist for anyone. This is a dream that films and TV shows have sold you to make money. And that's why it makes money, because it's not real. It's like porn. If porn was as real as how sex was, nobody would buy it or watch it. It's fantasy. Everything is exaggerated. Everything is perfect and down to the fine detail of her response, his response, her size, his size, everything. And this is something I always say. What romantic films are for women is what porn is for men. Porn sets an unrealistic expectations in men about women's bodies and about sex. And romantic films set unrealistic expectations in women about men, about relationships, and about love. So if we can both agree that men and women have been sold these fantasies while growing up, at least in these modern times, what's the difference? Porn for men and romantic films for women. The difference is, with men, they learn very quickly that real sex is not like porn. That a girl isn't always gonna explode in pleasure every time, and not every girl has the body of Superwoman or Catwoman. So the fantasy that men have been sold through discovering porn, that meets reality very quickly in his life. However, for women, that generally doesn't happen. Because if they're not told that all these romantic films and Disney fairy tales are just fantasy, then they learn the hard way through experience that that's not reality. So if someone doesn't tell you, it means you go through years of good and bad experiences which come from a place of unrealistic expectations that you have for men. And what's starting to happen is a lot of women are only realizing that what they've been told is a fantasy and isn't real, but they're realizing it too late. They're realizing it at a point where it's difficult for them to make any difference in their romantic lives because of maybe their age or their life stage or where they're at in life. And look, I know you want a guy to know what you're thinking at all times. That would be a perfect world, wouldn't it? But then let me ask you, do you know what your guy is thinking and wanting and feeling all of the time? No. Of course you don't. And is it fair for him to expect you to know what he's thinking or feeling without an ounce of communication on his part? Of course that is unreasonable. It's not real. So you can't have that expectation of men to you. Now, don't get me wrong, that means you won't be completely on different pages all the time. Sometimes you will be in sync. Sometimes you will be on the same frequency. And it's amazing on the occasions that that does happen. But sometimes you won't be. And it's these moments that define what kind of relationship and the success of your relationship that you're gonna have. How you handle communication and understanding and misunderstanding with each other. So look, I don't want you to think that this video is just about me crushing your dreams and finding your dream man or finding an amazing partner. You can still have that. But all I'm here to tell you is that life is not a Disney fairy tale. Life is not a romantic film, and it's not a romantic TV show. And if you're gonna be just waiting for Mr. Prince Charming to walk into your life and save you from the solitude in your castle, you're gonna be waiting a very long time. I am here to help you, give you the real life tools that are going to help you in reality to get what you want, and teaching you how to use it so you can have that fulfilling relationship with someone. And because of this fairy tale romantic notion that a lot of women have been sold growing up, they miss opportunities on great guys that they could have amazing futures with, amazing futures that they can build with them. So here's what you can do moving forward. Have 3 non-negotiables, not 6, not 10, 3. If you have a list, throw it out right now, okay? That list is keeping you single and keeping you lonely. It's not helping you. Have your 3 non-negotiables. So if that is, okay, must be 6 foot, must be financially stable, and must have no kids, great. Everything else you can work on. Or your 3 negotiables might be something like, must be the same religion, he must be in great shape, and he must be funny. Whatever it is, choose your 3. Everything else outside of those 3 can be worked on together. A fulfilling relationship takes consistent work and understanding and communication for it to be successful. Ask anybody who's been in a relationship longer than 8+ years. Because being honest, in 5 years' time, it's gonna be hard to find those people. You don't just find someone amazing and then it's like, great, we're together, I'm done. It's not how it works. Now be careful, because some of your girlfriends will tell you that no, you just need to wait for the right guy who does fit every one of your criteria, and if you meet a guy who doesn't, then it's just the wrong guy for you. Don't listen to them. Stop listening to your friends, especially if they're your single friends. They are not helping you. You choose who the right guy is for you. Not God, not the universe, you. You are in control of your own fate, and you decide what happens in your love life, whether it's gonna go the way you want it to or whether it doesn't. It's been such a detrimental, this mentality of, oh, if you meet a guy and if it's not smooth sailing all the time, then it's just the wrong guy. This has been terrible for the state of relationships in today. And this is why there are more and more unmarried single women over the age of 40 with no kids in sight. And a lot of these women desperately want to have a family unit, want to have a husband, want to build a life with someone. But like I said earlier, a lot of women realize too late that reality isn't a Disney fairy tale. And I do not want that to happen to you. So this is just a plea to hear what I'm saying and realize you have more agency over your love life than you think. And of course, sometimes we all need a bit of guidance, and that is why I am here for you. If you're looking for someone who sparks up your love life, make sure you subscribe to this wonderful tribe. And as always, keep it slick.
How?